welcome to Janet being Janet. Okay, so today we're going to look at a couple of vlogs Miss Amberlynn Reed uploaded talking about the struggles of being her. And we'll see if the same struggles back then are the ones that she has today. Alrighty guys, let's press play.
Hey guys! Okay, so this is a 3-part series that I want.
And just so you know, she's already admitted when she's filming these, all she did was change her clothes.
Wanted to do struggles being me. So this is my first series ever.
You don't need to be laughing about this. It's not a laughing matter.
I don't know how this is gonna pan out or how it's gonna go, but what this is I'm going to be talking about 10 struggles per video. So there's 3 parts. There's going to be 30 struggles.
See, she needed the extra trying, so why not separate it out to 3? Not me, I did it all at once.
That I experience as being a morbid, obese person. So these might not happen to other people.
She recognizes she's morbidly overweight, but she doesn't do anything about it.
That's why I am calling this struggles being me, because saying it as, you know, struggles being obese or, you know, everyone is different and everyone struggles differently. And
that's why people watch you instead of doing stupid things themselves.
I think that's why I wanted to make this, is because I wanted people to see what I experience.
No, you want to get a little bit of pity and you want to line your pockets.
Because there's so many different types of stereotypes for people my size, and I just want to share with you which ones are true for me. I will say that all of these are pretty embarrassing. Some of them.
So why are you willing to tell everybody? Oh yeah, 'cause we can't put nothing past you.
Some are obvious, but I think part 3 of this series for me is the most embarrassing, because I saved some of like the worst ones for last, because it's like,
that's what you do in every vlog. You save everything that is needed in the vlog at the end, because you know reaction channels are going to watch from the beginning.
Like, oh my god, I don't know if I want to talk about those. But anyways, this is just me being vulnerable, and let's just get into the first part series of the series. What? Okay, so number 1 is back pain. That's kind of like an obvious one. I suffer from really bad lower back pain.
I had to have surgery on my lower back, which actually has stopped a lot of things in my life.
I have been to a chiropractor. This was years ago, and he did tell me that I have a bulged / slipped disc.
If you ever get sciatica, you would get that taken care of.
And that sometimes my spine can get swollen. This word is hard for me to pronounce, but I also...
There are words that you can't pronounce all the time, so we're kind of used to it.
Also experience hip bursitis. I am bad at pronouncing that word.
Bursitis.
So, I know it's because my stomach is really big, and I also have a really, really big butt. So there is a divot like near my bulged / slip disc.
See, when you're that overweight, and I am a former overweight person, but when you're that overweight and you sit on your butt all the time, it makes a weird shape out of your bottom.
So when I am standing, even for just like 2 minutes, I am in excruciating pain. That's my alarm. I'm gonna stop that. I am in excruciating pain. Like,
that's why you lay in the bed all the time and don't do anything.
Just horrid pain. Sometimes I can't even take a full breath. And I know it's because of my weight, because it's gotten worse as I've gained weight. And
why don't you pay attention to yourself and the words coming out of your mouth?
And it's embarrassing, because even just waiting in the line to see a movie for 2 minutes, I'm like, oh my god, it hurts so bad. Like, it's...
I don't understand how you can watch a movie, but every single time you say something, you say you don't have the attention span for it. But we know you do.
Embarrassing. You can see the pain written on my face. So number 2 is also a pretty obvious one. I am less energetic. As I gain more weight, I feel more lethargic and just kind of fatigued.
Well, that's normal. You're wearing your body out.
I don't have the energy I used to have, and I miss it. Like, I miss it a lot. You know, in my head,
But when you're not in your bed, you miss your bed.
I'm like, I want to go play mini golf. Yes. Oh my gosh. Because I still remember myself as this person who was a lower weight. But then when
You went out and played mini golf with Eric and Ricky one time, and you were just fine.
I actually go do these things, I'm just like, it's pathetic. It kind of ruins a lot of experiences for me, and I can't even control it. Number 3 is I can't ride rides at amusement parks.
You said that you could ride rides at Disney whenever you were 400 pounds.
That's pretty obvious. I feel like also, I'm bigger. I can't experience, you know, fun things. I'm 27 years old. I want to be able to experience certain things in life, and
We want to see you experience a lot of things in your life, but you gotta get out of the bathroom.
just can't because of my weight. My weight literally stops me from doing things like riding roller coasters, although
You stop yourself from doing those because you won't lose weight, Amber.
I have rode roller coasters before. This was at Disneyland, and I was around 420 pounds then, so that's about 90 pounds lighter than I am now.
Oh my goodness gracious.
But I'm talking about, you know, rides at like Six Flags or like King's Dominion or fairs. I can't fit in any of that. I can't even
That's why we don't get to go nowhere anymore besides Walmart to shop.
walk in the amusement park to get to said rides, but that's a whole other struggle that I deal with, but we're not on that one right now. Number 4 is lack of cute clothing. I will say I try my hardest to find cute clothing.
Are you trying to say that Tor doesn't have cute clothing for you, but you keep buying it?
But I feel like I can't do I hear this a lot from people that are bigger. They can't express themselves with their own raw, true style like they would if they were smaller. And
Yeah, but your style is a chest piece, and that's pretty much what you look for.
I completely experience the same thing. I feel like I don't really know who I am. Am I girly? Am I more darker? Am I chic? Am I
You don't like wearing bright colors, so you know exactly what you like.
hipster? Am I like an old woman? Like,
Oh yeah, and you gotta remember, she likes clothes that are tight.
I don't know my style, because if I find something that fits for me, I take it and I run, girl, because it's hard. And sometimes I'll like find something that fits me and I'm like, I want one in every size, every freaking design, just give it.
You always buy things too small for you, and that's why you give them away. I don't understand why you just won't send them back, but that's just not who you are.
To me, because it's hard to find cute clothes that fit me. Number 5 is needing an expensive scale. So because I'm so much bigger, I can't just go into Walmart or like TJ Maxx and be like, okay, I need to buy me a scale. No, because most of those only go up to like 260 pounds.
Oh no, they can go higher than that, but it's bad that you can't use a regular scale.
Some of them go up to like 3 something. That's pathetic. Like, that is so.
It's not pathetic. That's what most people weigh. Now it's the store's fault for not carrying something big enough for her.
So pathetic. The scale that I have now is over $300. I did
The auto parts scale that people said you were still cheating on.
wait until it went on sale, so I did buy it for around 160. That's freaking ridiculous.
Especially for a scale, Amber.
Currently using a scale that they use at like car shops to measure car parts. Like,
When do you decide that that's just a sad thing overall?
no, that's horrible. Like, I shouldn't be at this size. I shouldn't have to buy a scale that's that expensive. Like, I should be able to go into any store and just buy a scale. Literally, being bigger is more expensive.
Yeah, because you even have to pay for more material in your clothing.
So number 6 is housework is hard.
You don't do housework. You said that you like the way Beck cleans, so that's why you let Beck clean everything.
You know, things like mopping because it hurts my back. Doing the dishes is horrid on my back. That is like the number one most painful thing I could do is wash dishes.
Yeah, but you could sit down to cook, so why can't you sit down to wash dishes?
I literally am like my second dish in and I am just crippling in pain. It hurts so freaking bad.
No, it doesn't. You're just lazy and you don't want to do it.
Just regular house chores, you know, cleaning out the litter box hurts my back. Just,
Ooh, wow. She's admitting that she doesn't like cleaning out the litter box. And so it was the whole litter box fiasco when Beck came over and was moving Amberlynn in with them. Yeah.
everything makes me so like tired, but that's another struggle that we're going to talk about. But everything is just kind of painful and makes me breathe really hard. And I feel like I just can't get any job done with.
That's why you say you have sleep apnea. Apnea. We all know Janet can't talk over here.
Without feeling like I'm an absolute whale. It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for myself, but I'm also embarrassed for the people who have to watch me breathe like that and act like that and be in that kind of pain.
Then do something about it, but you don't, you never do, you never will.
Number 7 is I'm too big for gym equipment. This kind of like,
You can exercise without going to a gym and using their equipment. Do it at home.
This one hurts a lot because this is a new struggle. I went to the gym a couple months ago and I was like, yes, let's do this. I'm so freaking excited because I remembered how I used to feel at the gym. I used to feel so good. I love the elliptical.
When you with Crystal, all you did was complain. They even got you an elliptical and you still complained and didn't use it.
Is my jam. So first thing I do is I got on the treadmill and I turned it on and I was trying to walk and it wouldn't move.
Oh, that would be so embarrassing. No, ma'am.
I was too heavy. The little the thing that moves the belt,
Yeah, we know exactly what is supposed to move.
or whatever, it wouldn't move. I was too heavy and I was like, are you serious? This is so embarrassing. Like, I was so embarrassed. So I was looking around and I found some bigger treadmills. So I went and got on those and they worked, but
You were too embarrassed to go ahead and use them. That's why the gym has them, because most people, whenever they're overweight, they need to use special equipment and then eventually they lose the weight and they don't have to use it anymore.
it was just kind of pathetic that I couldn't, use the treadmill that I wanted to go on from the begin with. So I ended up going on the treadmill for, it was probably like 8 minutes. And then I went to go to the elliptical, which I was super excited for. So
Yep, her favorite machine was the elliptical.
got on the elliptical and I pressed play, and every single time I'd start moving, it was like flashing. It was like pause, and it was because I was too big.
You were about to break gym equipment. Reality right in front of your face, but it don't get any better.
I literally was like breaking the machine, I feel like. So that's one of the reasons why I'm currently not going to the gym, because it's embarrassing. It's like I can't even.
You do know when you go to the gym, people don't look at you like that. They're like, "Oh, yay, good job. You're in here. You're trying to lose weight. This is the first step." That's the way people treat you.
Fit on the freaking equipment. Like, what? Number 8 is I can't ride a bike, I can't go camping and things like that.
You can go camping, you just don't want to. You could sleep in a tent, but you don't wanna.
Which freaking sucks so bad because as a little girl, I would go camping all the time.
Don't you just love that her past is foster care, but she's got all these fond, funny and heartfelt memories of her childhood? That's what I think is fishy.
Back then I didn't care about like bugs and stuff. Now I do care. So, I mean, I miss camping, but I don't miss that part.
So the camping has nothing to do with your weight. It's the bugs.
But the whole riding the bike thing affects me the most because even as a little girl, I loved riding bikes. I would still love riding bikes if I could fit on one, but I can't. I am way too big. I don't even think I could do it, to be honest. There is a bike that I want if I ever get to the weight that I need to be at, and it just sucks because it's like little things like that I feel like people take for granted.
She needs one of those bikes, that's low on the ground. I've got one. I can't remember what it's called for anything. But the seat is kind of lower on the ground and then the pedals are in front of you and you just sit there and pedal and you can be on low intensity.
And it's like I can't even do
Amberlynn's bike. See, it comes to me sometimes a little late.
simple things like that. And it just sucks, and I feel like I'm kind of like living in a cage and like I can't do anything. And people always wonder, why does Amberlynn go out to eat all the time? Why is that the only thing she does? And why does she go to the movies? It's because that's all I can do right now.
No, you can make other things for yourself, but you don't.
Number 9 is that towels can't fit around me. Obviously, normal size like shower towels,
There's some things I wouldn't even think about.
they can't fit on me. They probably fit like half of my body. So I tried getting larger towels before, and even those don't fit around me. That's just a struggle I have to deal with. It might not be a big deal to some, but I would love to be able to step out of the shower and wrap a towel around me.
At this time, you really weren't taking showers because you said you didn't fit in the shower.
And I can't do it. So the last one for part 1 of the series is bras and underwear are super uncomfortable.
That's why you wear the same bra day in, day out. You have like 3 of the same ones.
For me, I can't seem to find the right type of underwear. I can't seem to find bras. Bitch! You scared me! I'm being serious in this video. I said I'm being.
That is Eric in the background picking on Amberlynn, and that's a normal occurrence at this time.
Serious in this video and you scared me. Eric just scared the crap out of me. I can't seem to find like underwear and bras that are comfortable.
You notice now then these days she can, and she can only find them on Torrid.
I've been wearing the same bras. I do have more than one. It's like a freaking crazy conspiracy, but as you guys know, hi. I've been wearing the same bras for years now because I can't find any that are as comfortable as these.
See, at least she admits it.
Because this is just what I'm used to. And underwear, they're either riding up or they're like cutting me in areas they shouldn't be.
No more details. I don't want them. Just you leave that out because I don't like pictures in my head.
I can't find comfortable undergarments like at all, and it just sucks really bad, but that's another struggle of being me. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is like just me being raw and like, wow. Some of these things that I have shared or I'm going to be sharing is just hard for me to share.
No, it's not, or you wouldn't be sharing it. You're over here doing this because People are going to click on it and you know it. That's why you separated it out to 3 videos.
It's reality for me. So I will see you guys in part 2. Bye. Hey guys. Okay, so welcome to part 2 of struggling being me. So if you didn't see part 1, you should definitely see it. It was the video
You didn't even change your hair. All you did was change your clothes.
that I uploaded yesterday. So what this series is, it's a 3-part series of kind of the struggles I'm experiencing being a morbidly obese girl. And the reason why I am titling it Struggling Being Me is because these are the things.
Don't tell us the same intro as last time. Just get into it. We want to hear the drama
That I experience, and I feel like there's a lot of, stereotypes regarding, people my size. So I kind of just wanted to clear up some and talk about some that I experience almost on the daily basis. Some are embarrassing. Actually, let's be real, all of them are.
Then do something about it, Amberlynn Reed.
Oh, let's get to part 2. So number 1 for this video is everything is a constant reminder of my weight. I feel like I am thinking about my weight 24/7, no matter what I'm doing. If I'm going to the restaurant, oh my god, am I gonna break the chair?
One time she made fun of a lady that was bigger than she was. It's a shame, Amberlynn.
Am I gonna fit in the booths? I go to someone's house, am I gonna make their floor creak? Am I gonna break their furniture? I go somewhere where it revolves a little bit of walking. Am I gonna pass out? Am I gonna die?
Oh, lady, you crack me up sometimes. You know you're in bad health and you shouldn't even try anything big. You should just try to walk around your house even more.
I see my reflection in the freaking mirror and I'm just like, whoa. Literally everything makes me think about my weight. Honestly, absolutely.
No, anything and everything makes you think of food.
Everything. Number 2 is I get tired doing anything. I get tired doing anything. Even just sometimes I catch myself, even I'm just sitting and I have to take like a really deep breath. Like,
that's why you got Pillow Mountain. You couldn't just sit regularly, or you had the mattress pulled in the living room and you couldn't just sit on the couch.
I just got done walking. I'm like, girl, you didn't do anything. Like, you think that would be...
These are jokes to her. You get this?
An eye-opener to hurry up and drop this weight, but it's like, since I experience eating disorders, it's hard for me. It's a constant battle of wanting to be someone else, but being trapped in like a disease.
Amberlynn, you're not trapped in anything. You can get out of this, but you gotta put one foot in front of the other without your legs a-clapping.
But yeah, I get tired walking, I get tired bathing, I get tired doing chores, I get tired doing anything. Like, it could be absolutely anything, and I'm just like, well, that was tiring.
You talking is tiring.
So number 3 is backhanded compliments. This is something I
Criticism you don't like.
struggle with. And the most common one that I get, and I know a lot of other people get that are my size, is, you have such a beautiful face. And I'm just like, oh.
You think you have a gorgeous face. You think you're the most attractive thing in this world.
Well, thanks. Why can't you just call me beautiful? Why does it have to be, you have such a beautiful face? This is something
Because some people only look at faces. They don't look at the rest of you.
from high school that I will never forget. So as you guys know, I'm a lesbian.
I don't want story time. I want what I was promised.
But during the time that I figured that out, I did go through a very, very large phase where I thought I was bisexual. Because you grow up and you think you're supposed to be with guys. It's the whole thing.
I thought you said you always knew you were a lesbian.
It's a whole other story. But I did have a boyfriend, and his name was Nathan. And I was doing my makeup, and he looked at me and he said, I can't even believe I still dated him after this. He was like, if you were skinny, you would be the hottest and most
No, didn't happen. Didn't happen, Amberlynn.
attractive girl on this whole planet. And I was like, thanks, yeah, cool. That's like a complete backhanded compliment. Or like if you're like hanging out and you're like, God, I wish I wasn't fat, and people are like, you're still beautiful, it's like,
People try not to hurt your dagblame feelings. Not everybody's going to be blunt with you and say, Amberlynn, go lose some weight. You are the one that made a big hand gesture saying, this is my body with the itty bitty head. So your body's not in proportion.
bitch, I never said I wasn't. Like, it's just like these like backhanded compliments that people just I don't think they realize that they're doing them, honestly. Number 4, I freaking hate. I can't wear jeans and I can't wear high heels.
But I thought your favorite pants were yoga pants. Lady, you just keep on just backtracking constantly.
I want to be able to wear both because I love high heels. Like, ooh, girl, you can dress up like any type of outfit. Like, oh God, I wish. Like, I can't wear anything with a heel. Not even like this. Not even like this. Cause
You wear flats and you complain that flats hurt your feet.
that shit hurts my feet because I'm holding up so much weight on my body that a heel like this feels like it's like this big. And that's not even exaggeration. So that really sucks, and I can't find any jeans that fit me.
You also said you can't find any shoes that fit you because of the size of your feet.
Not even Torrid has jeans that fit me. I can't even tell you what size jeans I wear. So that's why I wear black stretchy pants, and thankfully they go with anything.
They don't go with everything, Amberlynn.
Probably 10 pairs of the exact same pair of pants. And sadly, because the dogs here love me, okay, that's a good thing, but they're putting holes in my pants.
You have never cared about a hole in your pants. You went to work one day with a huge hole in your pants, and you said you just continue wearing them.
Because they're so thin and stretchy that their nails rip my pants. So I was
It's probably Twinkie because you never cut her nails.
trying to go, because I actually get them from Walmart, so I was looking on walmart.com because that's where I got them before, and they don't have any more in my size, so I'm kind of like screwed, and it's just like these are the only type of pants I can wear, and it sucks. So number 5 is walking anywhere is hard for me. Getting up off my bed and walking to the bathroom.
Didn't you kind of already say this? Because anytime you get up, in any physical exertion, you can't breathe.
I'm like, you know, in the grocery store, that's like a biggin. That is so hard for me, and I don't expect anyone to understand. Like, my back is in excruciating pain, which I talked about that in part 1, you know, why I have back problems, and just amongst the pain, I can't breathe. So that's why I've been using, you know, the little Walmart scooters, and
You've been using those for absolute ever because your feet always hurt.
it's embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. Oh my God. And when I go to the mall, like, I literally only go to a few stores, and in between each store I'll sit for like 10 to 15 minutes.
And do you not feel embarrassed for the people that you're with? No, because most of the people that you're around right now, you've got them waiting on you hand and foot.
Take a break, because walking is so hard. So hard, and it's just getting harder and harder with every pound that I gain, and people take walking for granted. People take most of these things for granted that
You certainly did.
I have to deal with on the daily. So number 6 is like kind of like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. Why did I even add this to the list? So I like to do my own laundry, so I'm able to
No, you like to have somebody else do your laundry.
put put it in the washer just fine. But Becky has to get it out of the washer for me.
No, usually I'm gonna tell you no all the time. I need to quit saying that.
The question is why? Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. So since I am a shorter girl and I have really short arms, but my stomach is huge and the washing machine goes down very deep. I can't, one, reach my arm in and bend down and grab my laundry because my stomach is in the way.
But you can bend over and touch your toes. Get yourself a step stool.
I know it's not just because I'm short, it's because literally my stomach is in the way. I can't even do my own laundry fully by myself. Like, that's ridiculous. Like,
you don't want to do anything by yourself, so you better hush-a-mush.
The struggles of being me. Number 7 is what I have experienced a lot. One size fits all is a complete lie.
It's even a lie when it comes to me.
That's just not true. I know when, you know, companies are making these clothings, they're not thinking
these clothings. Not clothes, they're clothings.
that a 500-pound woman is gonna go buy it. But I feel like saying one size fits all in the society we live in today, in the generation that we live in today, is a freaking lie. I mean, back in the day, of course, go for it. Write it on there because there probably wasn't the epidemic of obesity as it is now.
And you think it's perfectly fine being overweight. You really don't have a problem being overweight because you get everything a princess deserves.
But one size fits all? No. How about one size fits many? I don't know. But it's just a lie because I get super excited. I'm like, oh, one size fits all because I'm part of the all category, aren't I? And then I try it on and whoops, I ripped it.
You usually don't even pay attention to what you're buying. You just buy it, get it in, and say, I don't like this material.
Number 8 is I do wear cardigans in the summer. I actually...
Because you don't like your arms, okay? Simple, sweet, to the point.
I've seen a lot of people do that, even thinner people. I don't know why they're doing it, but why I'm doing it is because I'm very, 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 very self-conscious of my arms. Even as I'm sitting here, I am wearing a cardigan.
And you're checking yourself out.
I feel like cardigans, you know, they do add more style to
Do y'all remember when she called a kimono a camino?
the outfit. Because if I was just wearing this like that, it wouldn't be...
You still got the same gray bra.
You know, as cute. This does add more style. Cardigans make me feel like less of my rolls in my stomach is showing. Makes me feel like my arms are more compacted and covered, which they are.
You like everything tight on you, and what you do not understand is those tight shirts show off a lot of your imperfections that you don't like.
And I just feel completely different when I'm not wearing a cardigan. I feel like I'm naked, everyone's looking at me and judging me and hating on me, and I just don't like that. So it can be 20 degrees outside or it can be 120 degrees outside. I'll be wearing a freaking cardigan.
Yeah, and you will complain the entire time.
So number 9 is something you guys have seen firsthand, is
We've seen all of this firsthand. What in the crap are you talking about?
I waddle when I walk.
Woo, there's even a channel called Waddle.
That is a struggle, and it's because of my weight and how it's proportioned, and I just walk so weird. And it's like, while I'm walking, I don't notice that I waddle when I walk, but like if someone is filming me, that's like the only time I notice I waddle when I walk.
You don't like people in public just taking random pictures of you. You don't like any kind of videos of yourself. And I bet, even though you say you didn't, but I really think that you had Eric delete some of his vlogs of you because it didn't make you look a certain way from somebody else videoing you.
And that's embarrassing because that's how I walk 24/7. It's like so embarrassing, and I hate it so much because it draws even more attention to myself in public. It's like, not only am I morbidly obese, but I'm literally walking like a penguin and I'm like swaying back and forth.
Hey, I think we all waddle when we're pregnant. You get to a certain point and you're like, all right, I'm a penguin.
And I have actually mentally tried to fix this. I have tried to walk differently, and it doesn't work. And I know it's because of the weight that I am holding onto my body, because I have watched earlier videos when I used to weigh like 350.
And you said you were overweight then.
And I didn't waddle like that. So it's definitely the weight gain, and I just can't wait to lose the weight so I don't look like a freaking dummy while I'm walking, because it's just really embarrassing. So number 10, which is the last one for this video, but again, there will be a part 3. So
because you filmed them all at the same time. You're really known for this.
So number 10 is booths in restaurants. I don't fit in really any of them, and the only time I can ever fit in a booth is if we are on an end booth and I can push the booth back. See, that's embarrassing because it always makes a really loud, like,
you can't be embarrassed of all this because you haven't changed anything.
Like noise, and then
Amberlynn, do it again. What was that noise?
like everyone in the restaurant is like, what's that noise? And then they look at you, and then it's like obvious what you're doing, and I can only imagine what their brains are thinking, like, this girl shouldn't be going out to eat, like, she can't even fit in a booth. Like, I can only imagine. So that's embarrassing. So every time I go into a restaurant, I always say, you know, 2 for a table, 4 for a table. I always say table. And there has been an experience where
you normally say table because of the simple fact of you have more and more people with you, and they're not the smallest.
I asked for a table and they gave us a booth, and in front of everybody, I'm like, I can't sit in a booth. And it's just really embarrassing, and it just sucks so bad, but that's just another struggle that I experience. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are really excited for part 3, because I feel like those are even more embarrassing. So get ready for that. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Hey guys, here we are for part 3.
See, her hair is even the same. The little speck of hair, strand of hair, you know, pulling up and over to the side, yeah, it's still the same.
Can you freaking believe this? I really hope that you guys enjoyed this series. This is my first series I've ever done. So this is Struggling Being Me series part 3. If you guys don't know what this is just struggles that I experienced.
Well, most people watch all of your videos, and so you don't have to repeat yourself.
As being a morbidly obese girl, and the reason why that I titled it
Quit referring to yourself as that, because then you're labeling yourself and you're going to carry that label around.
Struggling Being Me is because not all struggles are the same for everyone. So this is just what I experienced myself. So this is part 3. I feel like these are a little bit more embarrassing to me. You guys might not think so, but let's just do this. So number 1 for this part 3 is stairs in public. I feel like lately
you can't do stairs in private. You are afraid to jump over or off of a curb, Amberlynn.
I have been getting a lot of stares. I know the stares are because people are judging me and how I look, and sometimes I feel like
people judge me. Most people, they're nice, but there are way too many people out there that judge each other when I don't really care.
I can understand that, because I feel like they're like, oh my god, how can this girl, you know, let herself get that big, which I honestly get it, but it's rude. And especially when
you're rude to your audience,
I get laughed at, or I'm literally being fat shamed in public,
or beanbag in a hurry.
It's just not okay. It's embarrassing. And sometimes it makes me not even want to go in public. Just imagine going in public and every day people are like almost like mocking you, mimicking you, staring at you, and making you feel like a monster. So number 2 is movie theater seats.
Oh my goodness, we already went over movie theater problems.
So I can't go to a movie theater unless the arms go up. And
What kind is that? Most movie theaters have recliners now.
I don't take up 2 seats. I know that's like a big misconception.
No, it's not.
But I like to have 2 seats just in case.
Because you have to have them.
I like to be comfortable, and I put the arm up and I just kind of enjoy myself.
Do you not get a bruise on your bottom for sitting on the crease?
So I feel like that's really embarrassing because if I go to a new movie theater, I literally Google like their seats, and if I can't find images on their website or anything, I will call. I have done this before.
Is this the reason why you never went and watched Star Wars with Destiny? Is this the reason why? Because you actually couldn't fit in a chair?
And say, do your movie theater seats, do the arms go up? I've done that before. And
You mean do they fold up?
if they don't, I can't go. Because I do got myself a big butt. Number 3, which you guys know this, is seatbelts don't really fit me.
Oh yeah, you've always said seatbelts are broken. That's what you said about Destiny's. That's why you would never wear it.
In newer cars, I noticed that they're actually making seatbelts bigger.
They also have seatbelt extenders, but you never would use one.
So they do fit me then, but like in the car that I have now, the seatbelt doesn't fit me. In literally 90, probably 5% of cars, seatbelts don't fit me.
And that is something that you should not lie about, because people say that to you all the time. We know the truth.
Even when I've been on planes before, I've had to get seatbelt extenders. It's just...
So you know they exist, you just won't buy one.
Oh my god. So this brings me to number 4. I have a huge bruise on the side of my leg. Why, you may ask? Well, since the seatbelt doesn't fit me, the seatbelt buckle is always sticking up, and
that's why you need something more. It's not that hard. Put you a pillow between you and it if you got to.
My thighs are so big and my hips are so big that every time I'm in the car, I'm actually sitting on the seatbelt buckle. It is rather painful, and I have...
Most seatbelt buckles will fold up and fold back just a little bit, so I don't understand what's happening with her car.
I have an everlasting bruise that is on my leg, and that is because I do go in the car every single day.
Why do you leave your house every single day to go to the store, but you don't show it to us? You just show us what you bring home.
I can't sit in a car comfortably, like, at all.
You can't sit anywhere comfortably. That's why you lay down.
And, you know, that bruise hurts, and every time I get in the car, it hurts, and it's just something that I struggle with on the daily, and it's just something I'm kind of getting used to. Number 5 is like...
I wonder if they ever got stopped and Amberlynn wasn't wearing her seatbelt. I wonder if a cop would say, oh, you don't have to worry about it, go on. Or if a cop would say, you have to wear a seatbelt. Just a question.
It is really hard for me to bend down and tie my shoes and put on socks. So I have found a way that works for me. I will sit on the couch or I'll sit on my bed and I'll do one... This is funny.
You would have Beck put your stuff on because you could not see over your belly. You have said that so many times.
I'll do one foot at a time, and I'll kind of...
That's kind of how I put socks on. I don't put them both at the same time. Amberlynn, are you trying to tell me I'm doing it wrong?
Kind of like turn and then put my leg up, and then, you know, I'm able to do it like that. But it's like...
To get a sock on your foot, actually on your foot, you gotta pick your foot up, Amberlynn.
I can't do it like normal people. I can't do it standing up.
If I try to do it standing up, I fall.
I can't do it bending down.
You just can't do it anyway. Just admit you have Beck do it.
Have to bend my leg. I don't really know how to explain what I'm trying to say, but I can't do it like normal people at all. Number 6 is if I am...
I thought this was supposed to be the most embarrassing one. I don't see her getting embarrassed in any of these.
You know, in the living room or I'm in my bedroom, I always have to have a blanket on me. It's come to the point where even when I go to Becky's family's house, I have a blanket on me.
You take your blanket everywhere, and you have to have extra pillows because the hotel doesn't provide you with enough of them.
They have, like, you know, regular living room blankets, and they let me use that. And it's an insecurity thing. Blankets make me feel more secure. I feel like,
it's kind of like you got a blankie you got to carry around with you.
You know, without one, I am showing all my goods, all my rolls, and it's like...
So you're too good to just use the one that's a hotel. That's the bottom line.
I feel like people are judging me, but the minute I have a blanket on my body, I feel like a completely different person.
Is that the reason why you drape that blanket over you and say, hey, don't look at my legs, don't get my legs? Is that the reason why?
I feel like there's no more judgment. People aren't looking at me no more. I'm not saying that people in my life are looking at me. I'm not saying that Becky's family are looking at me. I'm not saying that my friends or my roommate or my girlfriend are...
People wanted you to get healthier, Amberlynn, so yes, people were looking at you.
Looking at me in like a wrong or rude way, but I'm just saying, like, the blanket makes me feel better. I've always been like that, so at all times I have a blanket on me.
How many blankets have you gone through because of this?
Number 7 is when I am in public, I don't like using public restrooms, but if
I don't even like to.
I have to. Bathroom stalls are so annoying to me because for me, being this size, they're super small. So I have to always use the bigger stall, and I usually always wait for the bigger stall to be open. So I'll be like almost peeing my pants, but if the bigger stall is taken, I will not use a...
Do you even fit, Amberlynn? I'm not trying to be mean, but I don't think you fit in a regular stall.
Smaller stall. There obviously has been times where I've had to use the smaller stall, which for me is embarrassing because I have to like walk in there.
It sounds like she's saying saw and not stall.
Sideways, and I have to like go back by the toilet just to close the door, and
you probably have to slam down on it too.
It's just a whole situation that I just don't like dealing with, so I just wait for the bigger stall. Number 8.
You said you hold your urine for long periods of time anyways. That's why you got bladder infections.
Is I always have constant fear that I'm gonna break furniture. There has been times where I literally won't sit on, you know, a piece of furniture because I'm afraid that I'm gonna break furniture.
You went to plop down on a couch whenever you worked in Florida and all you heard was a crack.
A little backstory, I've only broken a couple things in my life, but it's always like for good reason. Does that make sense? Like, I got this really cheap chair at Walmart one time, and
oh, you're going towards furniture that's not like hardwood when you know you need a more sturdy chair.
I used it a lot and I ended up breaking it. That's embarrassing. I've never really broken something like a bed or a couch or something like...
I done told you about one you made crip.
A toilet, what? I've never broken something like that. But I always have fears that I'm going to. Or I have fears that I'm gonna like fall through the shower. Like really stupid things like...
You don't even get in the shower, Amberlynn. You keep saying you don't fit in pretty much every single shower.
Like that. But it's like a constant fear. Like constant. Like if I go to a trailer, like, because I do have some friends that live in trailers. If I like go to a trailer, I'm afraid that I'm gonna fall through their floor. Like I'm terrified. Or if I walk on like wooded stairs or like a porch that's wooded, I am terrified that I'm gonna fall through the floor and
You have concrete steps at your house and you couldn't even make them up it.
I'm gonna break the wood. There are certain chairs at Becky's family's house that I will not sit in at all because I am too afraid that I'm gonna break them. But it's like, I know I'm not going to. Maybe I will, who knows. But I'm just so scared of constantly breaking anything.
So then that's when you stay at home and don't touch nobody else's stuff.
When I'm like standing around, not sitting, and people are like, why aren't you sitting down? The only thing I can say is, oh, I'm good, I'm good. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, because I'm afraid I'm gonna break your furniture. That's so embarrassing. So
No, just be honest with them. Honestly, be honest with them.
number 9 is a little bit deeper. It's disliking myself purely because of how I look. And I'm not one of those people who like to, you know, honk my horn or whatever, but I know I have a big heart. I'm very empathetic.
No, you're not. You don't feel for other people. You feel for Amberlynn Reed.
Good person. I give when I can, and I know these things. I'm very kind, warm-hearted, you know, da-da-da-da-da. Here
Yep, nope, doesn't explain you at all.
I go, honking my horn. But it's like, sometimes I forget all those things because the only thing I can focus on is the fact that I am morbidly obese, and I will begin to hate myself just purely because of that. And I know a lot of people look at me and they automatically judge a book by its cover.
Everybody does that. It's just misconceptions most of the time.
And form opinions on me just based on how I look, and I kind of feel like I treat myself the same way. And if I was to ignore how I looked and just based my opinion on myself just strictly on who I am as a person, I would love myself.
Exactly. You love how you are and who you are. That's the reason why you're not gonna change.
But I judge myself on how I look all the time, and I hate myself because of it majority of the time, and it's a very like unhealthy relationship I have with myself, and it's just, it sucks.
You have a very unhealthy relationship with a lot of things.
So number 10, this is the last struggle that I will be talking about. Can we believe it?
You need to use your journal to come up with a whole bunch more, because I can.
So number 10 is, this is embarrassing for me. So we have a walk-in shower. The walk-in shower has, you know, okay, so there's 2 clear doors that
They're usually glass doors.
are like this, and they'll close like that.
They'll open like that.
Okay. So this little space, once I open the door and move it over, there's this little space that you walk into the shower.
It's like the frame of the shower, yes.
This
We all know you can't fit in it. You've already said this.
makes me want to cry. I have gotten stuck before. It hurts to get in the shower.
And you can't stand for very long when you get in there.
Because it's such a small space that I have to walk into. To the average person, it's probably, you know, perfectly fine. It is a pretty small space.
When I was overweight, I had a problem with lifting my leg.
But it's hard for me. It scrapes my stomach when I get in. I have to, you know, suck in as hard as possible, but sometimes that doesn't even work.
There's the reason for the bed baths.
I'm able to get in, but it just hurts really bad because I'm literally like scraping myself. And
You can only suck in so far. And if you can't fit, you can't fit. Don't keep trying to push yourself in.
to me, that's one of the biggest struggles because, you know, showering every day, that's something I deal with every day.
No, it's not. No, it's not. You've admitted too many times that you don't shower every day. And you have to choose whether you shower or wash your hair.
And it's something that I'm afraid of. I'm afraid that there's going to be one time where I break the door
And Ricky and Eric would get you.
Or the glass literally just shatters because I'm too fat, or I'm afraid that I'm going to get like extremely stuck, or an ambulance is gonna have to come or something.
That would be embarrassing, Amberlynn.
And it's like the more weight that I gain, the worse it's becoming, and it's just really embarrassing.
But you do absolutely nothing about it. You could take the same complaints from back then, minus a couple, but still from back then, and apply them straight to who you are today.
Was stuck there, and I'm not saying I was stuck there for hours or anything, but it was a good 30 seconds. But it's like, when you're stuck in a situation like that, like those 30 seconds feel like 30 hours. I honestly was terrified, and I almost screamed for Becky, but I was like,
almost screamed for Beck? I guarantee you screamed for Beck.
Don't do it. You can get yourself out of the situation.
So, did you actually get in there and take a shower? Or did you just scare yourself too much too?
It hurt really bad, but it's just something I have to deal with on a daily basis.
You don't have to deal with it if you change.
Until I can get my crap together, lose weight, and...
We are in the bathroom while she's trying to have a serious conversation. Bathroom is her thinking spot.
Just become a better person. So if you guys watched all 3 of these videos,
Yep, I did. And I don't know if y'all watched all 3, but if you did, thank you.
Thank you so much. I really hope that one day I can look back at this and be like, I'm glad I don't have to deal with those things anymore.
You can hope and hope and hope and poop in one hand and one in another and see which one gets filled faster.
So if you like the series, let me know. I can do more series videos. I don't know. I just figured it'd be something interesting for you guys. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Alrighty guys, what do we think about Miss Amberlynn Reid? Like I said, most of her complaints can be applied for today. And so that means nothing has changed. Imagine that. But I want to say to you, I hope you have a good day, night, weekend, holiday, year, whenever you might be watching this. And remember to smile today, or make somebody else smile, 'cause it really can make a difference. I so hope my audio is alright. I really do. One moment it's too loud, one moment it's too soft. Sometimes you have to listen to Amberlynn too much. Sometimes you listen to me too much. I don't know what I'm doing. I just know I'm a complete and total mess right now. But alright, guys, I want you to have a good one. And if you've made it this far, go subscribe to me, because I never know what I'm gonna upload or who I'm going to be talking about. Alright, guys, have a good one. For me.